Vapor screaming and turning into dinosaur. It's so good. And your friend Steve. Yes, good. Good, very good. Yes.
Yeah.
God, the pipe. The pipe is so good.
We're so mature.
Yes.
We are all adults in this chat.
The first 50 years of a man's childhood are the most important.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, when I clicked on Obi-Wan, I thought it was actually FJ saying, "Hello there."
I mean, FJ does sort of sound like Ewan McGregor.
Hello there.
He does.
I'll accept that.
Can you do me a favor and say, "Hello there"?
Hello there. Hello there.
Love that.
Now we need a General Kenobi.
No.
Kenobi!
Oh god.
Hey, where? Can I get a fucking Pringles can?
No, don't become Bane.
The Pringles can.
Don't become Bane, please.
General Kenobi.
Oh god.
You know what? I'm gonna get a tube just so I can turn it into a
Oh
lion.
yes. The negotiator.
Nani?
Steve, sound too loud.
So, apparently, this tube is supposed to confirm your magical powers.
Excuse me?
Yes, it's supposed to turn
Don't trust it.
into something different.
Don't trust it.
Let's see.
Don't trust magical tubes.
Oh, it works!
No.
It fucking...
Don't remove the sound suppression. No, don't do it.
Do it! Do it!
You know, we're all about quality here right now.
Yes. There is only quality.
Quality shit.
Are you doing okay, friend?
No.
Are you on the magic mushrooms again?
Yes.
General Kenobi!
That's actually pretty good.
The negotiator.
I see that we decided that.
The negotiator!
Look, some people are essentially preparing for your Star Wars game. It's fine.
Yes.
Yep.
When we get back to that,
One day, I think.
One day.
We will never come back to that.
Yes, most likely. But one day.
No.
So I get to roll dice to see
No.
who recaps.
No.
Go dice. I threw it out of the chat box.
Out of bounds. Home
Nice.
run.
And he rolled the exact same number. Good. It has been predestined that today, on the day of his birth, Chris, would you do us
No!
You get two inspiration. That's bullshit.
Why?
Yes.
No, I'm leaving.
You cannot
So,
do it.
from what I can recall, we finished the shenanigans that we were doing inside of the museum.
Are we ever finished with the shenanigans, though?
He's inside the museum though.
We haven't finished. Okay, that was an incorrect statement. I apologize. We finished with the preliminaries of the shenanigans
Okay.
inside of
Yes.
the museum.
Mm.
We finished with the investigations. We got trapped on the fucking roof until I teleported us away. We recapped with the rest of the party. And then we decided we were going to do things. And that was it.
Not entirely incorrect, not entirely correct either.
It is a subjective recap from his point of view.
Yes.
Okay, he doesn't need to include.
You see, I don't recall things until the session starts going. I'm very bad at these recalls. I
He
apologize.
has selective
But the
memory.
session has already
Robo recall.
Where are your memories now? Also, who the fuck named the chat D&D Gaming Baber? I don't remember doing that.
What?
No one.
I
Where?
was curious about that too, actually.
I did.
Where?
I did it.
I don't see it.
You have permission
don't
to do
remember.
that?
No, I guess so.
Okay.
It just asked me when I first joined. You want to name it? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't see where this is.
On the-
FJ, help! Please, I give you inspiration.
No, you've already done the recap.
It was a bad one.
Mayhaps.
Yeah.
But yes, after you decided to go somewhere, you actually did.
Yes.
And we found nothing.
Hold on.
Oh, that's right. We were going to the temple, and we split up.
Yes.
Half of us were going to visit ruins, and the other half of us were going to visit temples. The people that found the ruins did not find all that much. I believe it was a dead end, and then I think it was.
You found out
found,
that things were being.
Rocks.
I mean, Edmund was very happy with the findings.
Yes.
It
No,
was
I'm
cool rocks.
very glad to learn of those.
Yes, the group that went to investigate the ruins discovered that they somewhere on the temple of Apollo. I think it's Apollo. No, it's not. It's either Apollo or Dionysus.
Dionysus.
But yes, that one.
Dionysus.
I didn't specifically write it down because I'm very smart. Discovered that there was some sort of ritual summoning of the summoning sort done on the temple grounds, but Edmund would have known that it isn't for something big, more so for continuous use. You then decided that the regrouping point would be at the airport. So the ruins group, after doing their stuffs, decided to head to the airport. So then we shifted to the church group. The church group being Ichika, Gianna, and Oliver, who decided...
Watch us get in trouble because I'm in the group.
Yes. Yes.
God damn it.
I'm
See,
the problem, it's me.
You always say that you want to be included in the shenanigans. So now you don't have a choice.
I'm the problem, it's me.
So, the church group had ventured into a church and seen a person that was very clearly from the Holy Church. The one that actually, hates mages, goes about killing things and mages. There's also some demons and stuff. So, the usual. Because for some reason I decided that since no player of mine wanted to be from the church, all of the NPCs would be.
Yeah, I'm from the church.
Sure you are. Just casting all sorts of spells. How dare you? Not even calling them sacraments. Just calling them magecraft.
Because it's half of it. But at this point, it's hard to distinguish between the two with me.
But yes, let me present you all with the person that you see inside.
Yourself. Oh, you mean inside the temple?
Yeah. Wait, let me just unidentify it so you don't know the name of the person. Then I will just click the button when you ask
Aww.
them. But spoiler alert, I always fucking do this. It's on the Hero Forge print screen. I always forget to remove the name tag.
You should maybe just turn that off by default.
Yes, but I like the name when I take the picture, then I forget that I shouldn't. At least with the servants that I already made, I just put the name of the class. Imagine, I present to you a new servant, immediately their name. Yes, I've shared the record.
Unidentified image. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I love how
Nice.
both you and me just ran out of great coat rotations, and now we're using the same ones again.
No, I said it. I said as much in chat. There is no better thing to represent a church member than an overcoat. But yes, you would enter the church, relatively big one. There would be people coming and going. Some sit down for a prayer, others are simply looking around, as it's one of the more touristy churches. The ones that have many images, paintings, and whatever. And standing almost as if a church member, but not really interacting with anyone, you see this person. They notice you walk in at first, but don't pay much attention. They seem to just consider you as the same as any other tourist or churchgoer at the time. But this is the first church that you've entered that you've actually seen someone distinguishable enough, and not just someone wearing church clothes, but someone wearing their holy church clothes.
Well, that's okay. So, how we handling this?
You tell me. You know about the church.
Well, yeah, sure. But are we interacting with this person? Are we asking questions? Like,
I mean, I don't see why not. You don't have an issue speaking your mind. I think you should do so.
I don't know. It's just the threat of being smote, dying.
Great use of the English language.
Well, if that's your concern, then maybe we should not and go elsewhere.
Yeah, fuck it. She'll wander up.
Oliver will go behind her and just smile in general. Very Shiro Amakusa smile.
Oh god. Oh, hood. Okay.
Hood.
You know it's the other priest that smiles. But okay.
No, Shiro Amakusa has this like
I
I'm
know.
content and soulless sort of smile.
It's true. As you make your way to them, they raise eyebrows, seeing that you have targeted them specifically. And when you approach, they will just nod slowly in your direction with questioning eyes.
She'll give a polite nod and speak in Greek at first. Greetings, friend. How are you today?
They will also answer in Greek. I would like to first note that I am not going to try to do an accent, but they have
Do it, you coward.
I am too much of a coward. They have the typical Hollywoodian African accent.
Okay.
And as they as they raise their eyes to match yours, since they are basically kind of sitting down, kind of just hanging around the elevated area. It's not where the altar is. You're just kind of half sitting there. Today, she kind of looks at you like up, down. What brings your kind here?
Our kind.
Little
They just tilt their head to look at you past Gianna. Look at you up and down. Yes, your kind.
I think he specifically means mage folk. Don't.
Oh, I
don't-
know exactly what he means. It just doesn't sound very friendly.
And why would I be friendly?
Common courtesy.
Yes, very much mage. Very much.
The niceties must be observed.
How do they?
All right, this is already starting to break down. She'll hold out, just not fully pull it out, but pull out her holy symbol. Just like, okay, you can chill out.
Oh, so not only a mage, but also heretic.
Fuck off, bitch. We're in a
At
church,
that
we're
day,
supposed
at that
to-
day, smile. Good. At least you have some gusto.
Fine, I have plenty of that, but I'm trying to be more presentable in the presence of the Lord.
Well, then I guess we should leave. They,
Yes, let's do that.
they hop.
Because I might actually be a heretic then.
They hop out of the position that they are in. Oh, next.
Hello.
My calling card.
Hello. I don't think your calling card played, or at least I didn't hear it. But okay.
I might have my things muted then.
Uh, just to catch you up, you are talking to Robin. Don't know their name yet, but you're talking to Robin. They are the person that
Getting
was in the church.
I'm getting in fancy ones right now.
Mm-hmm. So they kind of hop out of the half-sitting position that they were in and guide you back to the streets outside. And just sit. They sit at the church stairs, just looking at passerbys, and just lightly tap the stair beside them.
Jana will sit down in a huff.
Oliver will remain standing and lean against the doorway.
Sure. So, what brings mages here?
Well, we're trying to do a little bit of peacekeeping. We didn't expect to see a church member wandering around here, so we figured we'd say hi.
I think the correct term is your kind.
Oh no. My kind is far too diverse.
Oh, but it is your kind.
Can we
You just said
please-
so.
Shut up.
You are too easy to anger.
Oh, I'm not angry. I'm just following your current.
Good, I like it that way.
As long as we understand each other.
They look back at the church. I am here because of the church. Yes, that much is quite obvious. But not specifically this one.
Well, obviously, figured that much.
The...
We've run into a few.
Yeah. They seem to be understaffed, if you know what I mean. There wasn't much of a presence of Wingset, Oliver, our kind, around these parts.
Smiles toothily right back.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of of a problem, or half a dozen, within these island chains, and we've been kind of tasked, if you can call it that, loosely agreed to deal with it as best we can. So, as of the moment, we're currently hunting the demons and that sort of thing.
Cleaning
It
up
won't exist.
around the place.
What did you say?
Cleaning up around the place.
Oh yes.
Yes, that.
I heard that some mages had been contacted to do cleanup duty. Yes, but it seems that you have been doing much more than that. Word has gone around.
I'd like to know what word. That sounds a bit more my speed.
Oh, you know that
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
a group of people, a group of mages, have been contacted by the one relatively free Mato guy, and that they have been doing their thing around these islands. Don't think the church doesn't have an eye on you.
I would certainly hope they do. We've had to interact with one of them not too long ago. So,
Oh, and who was it?
well, if you know so much, then why don't you know that?
Because I just want to make sure it's the same one as the rumors.
It would be rude to say their name.
Let's
You
just
wouldn't be
say
able to
that
see
they
him
like
anyway.
to be seen as a blue bird from time to time.
That's a blue- Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. That one.
They smile and nod. Yes, they have been causing quite a commotion at the back of the church. With the whole story of a grail. They will just scoff at it.
Yes, quite, yeah, preposterous. But yeah, we've had a lot of oddities going along. So we're just wondering if you'd be willing, not necessarily help us fight the things, but point us in the right direction, that sort of thing.
I'm not that kind of church member. I'm not an executor.
But surely you know some.
I do, yes. But my job is an exorcist. I am here for the
Oh.
same purpose as you, however, slightly different. I am not here to kill the demons. I am here to simply stop them from possessing common folk.
Yeah, well, that's
Right.
good to know.
By demons?
Your eyes are
You
on-
mean the drow?
No.
What was
So-
that, Nix?
So your eyes are more on the town itself rather than the outside.
My main job here is to make sure that the townspeople are not being assailed by the demons, and not only from Naxos, but also from Paros and Antiparos. I have heard of. I was called for multiple cases of demonic possession.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Where and when
All across the 3 islands.
specifically?
I can't tell you that.
Rolls eyes.
As I said, our business, while related, is quite different.
We're more dealing with the root cause.
To be honest,
But good you're here.
My section, yes, of the church isn't much too worried about when, where, or who these demons specifically are. We are more so worried about the effects that they may cause. So, I'm not against or in favor of removing them completely. They are just part of my job. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't.
All right, Gianna, do you have what you need?
Have they gotten anything?
You don't even know my name.
It's inconsequential.
Yes, I do.
Just for
Shut
fuck's
up.
sake.
You're not
What-
here.
You know, with sorry for the unpoliteness of my friend. You know our type. Just like roll her eyes and stick out her tongue.
They will also roll their eyes.
I'm Gianna. She'll just hold out her hand towards the lady. As if
Will
just
grab
like,
your
and you.
hand. Robin.
Oh, it's very nice name.
If you need me, and I hope you don't, you can find me in any of the churches.
So just pop up whenever we show up.
I'm not here to stalk you. I don't care what you do. If you find me in the church and you need that, sure.
Yeah, well, good to know at the very least.
If we
Half
encounter
ally.
anything of your sort, we'll be sure to ask for your expertise.
They look Ichika up and down. Why are you with them?
It was simply a job that we were hired for. There's many things out here that simple mages can't do, so some more specific quality were brought on.
At that, they do smile wide and look at Oliver, then back to Ichika. I see. Very well. I hope that you don't get too bored.
Things have been quite worryingly busy.
I do prefer things like that. Things are too calm, and something is brewing. And I don't know if you noticed, but Naxos has been too calm.
Compared to some of the other towns they've been, I can understand that feeling.
They look at Gianna. So, what made you leave?
Blinks.
You
What
showed
did she
me
say?
the cross.
Across what? I'm sorry. Been having a very terrible day, so you're gonna have to spell things out a little bit more for me,
Why
please.
did you leave the church?
I didn't leave.
Squints.
Just like slow blink. Like, why the fuck are you asking this question? I already showed you my symbol.
Then why do you walk with them? Eyebrows towards Oliver.
Well, because I have feet and can walk. I'm unsure if I understand. You think of this as a us versus them mentality. It's a little barbaric, but I understand. It's
Okay, this is just where you were just repeat exactly what I said.
yes.
It was a
sorry.
job. I got the money.
I need money.
And it's the less I'm with the church and with the mages and more of I dabble in both sides. Or understand both sides would be the more correct term.
Okay then, if you say so. Whenever you want to, do proper work, I can hook you up with something.
Well, see, already getting somewhere. Proper work sounds nice. Now, is this, fetch quest type thing, or what is this job,
Well,
if
it
anything?
depends. What was your training?
I'm more of a journalist type. Scout, as it were. I
Yes.
document it
Hold on.
so that it
Hold
can
on,
be
hold on.
properly...
I heard a sound, but I do not know what it was. I think it was some sort of notification. I had no clue what happened.
I don't know.
It was.
I'm not sure what you heard.
You know that typical like someone subscribed to a Twitch streamer while they're on sound?
Was it the?
Uh-huh.
Was it the
I
sound
don't
just
have
added
any
to the soundboard?
notifications. What happened?
Was it the sound I just added to the soundboard?
Can you add? No. It was that one typical Twitch sound. Okay, it freaked me out
I don't
for a
know.
bit, but go on.
What even is that?
It's the mine turtle.
It's a bit sus.
Anyways,
We have evolved again.
yes, please. I got very spooked.
I'm more of the a scout type. I'm more for finding the things and properly documenting what they are so that proper forces can be enacted. If that makes
Although
sense.
she's very good at getting angry.
And very good at defacing historical property.
You're not there. Shut up.
Shut up. They kind of scratched their eyelid a bit. Eighth sacrament, then?
Technically, yes.
Okay. Well, I don't have any shiny things for you to grab. I guess also the whole of the eighth sacrament should be slightly scared at the moment with, there's a holy grail coming.
I'm here to make sure that those rumors are just rumors.
Good. Did you get any training in any other areas? Are you interested in training in any other areas?
I'm always interested in training in areas, though. It's.
Are you on a time crunch?
Yeah, we didn't exactly come here for an
Yeah.
interview.
Yes, but shut up. This is my moment. I've had a shit day. You've already had your adventure. Fuck off.
There.
Smiles. I see that it's been going well.
You have no idea what I've had to deal with. It's
I mean,
not
it's your
you
choice,
took us
wasn't it?
wonderful.
Working with mages.
But the money's good. Sometimes you need it. Anyway, as I was saying, yes.
Also,
I would
you
love
get
to
a
learn
break from that stick up your ass from hanging out with them.
more and replace it with an arcane focus.
Fair.
But yes, I would love to learn more. Probably not this very second, but I'm not sure what exact timetable we're on. We're still trying to figure that out, depending on how dire things are. We just arrived here today, so...
Are you still under contract with the Mato guy?
You know, that water is also muddied as well. I believe so.
As far as we're concerned, the contract is ongoing until he does something to break it.
We're still getting paid at the end of the day yet.
Yeah, we're still pending payment for that thing.
I just realized we don't get job security, do we?
No.
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 But we get dental.
Oh,
Do you?
Oh,
Is that, was that one of those
I don't
benefits?
I
Is that
don't
one of
get
the benefits you got for
dental.
being new?
Oliver got that. It wasn't in the original contract. He negotiated.
That's why we should have unions.
A mercenary union.
So what you're saying is we should strike.
We should unionize, yes, and strike.
Good.
Like the gnolls just like roll up like, oh, what's happening here? Oh, we're striking against the war. Like, oh, cool. Can we join? Like, bet.
Bet.
Killers are people too. Killers are essential workers.
It's not
And
just
that's
like
why there's so many adventure skills in fantasy.
Can you imagine an assassin in a fucking like 9 to 5 job? Get back to work, you shit! You're not killing enough people.
An assassin. Can you imagine
Nah.
a picket line of fucking assassins? The police get sent to break up the fucking strike.
That's why we have these guilds and all these isekai.
Yes.
Things are progressing.
Things are
There we
progressing. But yes, they will just nod understandingly. This is to you, not to your companions. They do air quotes. But if you want to see what an exorcist does in practice, I am pending a visit to a certain someone.
Also, now you're willing to tell us about what you do?
No, I am willing to indoctrinate one more person, yes.
Oh.
That sounds like fun.
I've already been indoctrinated, though, technically. Been baptized. I've had the various sacraments done well, the whole shtick.
Yeah, but you're not
just-
part of their clique.
They
Well,
just
I am
finger
technically.
guns. They just do a finger gun at each gun. You see?
I've lived in the Vatican almost all my life. How more indoctrinated do you need to be?
Just so you know, there's tons of different branches of the church.
Yep.
I know
Like-
this.
They're just trying to grab you for their own branch.
The Exorcist would be. It's a very small branch because.
Yep.
Like
Specialized.
in proper type mode, exorcism is really weird
Yep.
because it doesn't actually work because a proper demonic possession can't be undone except by one person in the entire world called Mr. Dawn.
Yep.
Like he's just a really special guy. He can do it like 3 times in his entire life to exorcise a demon completely.
Yep.
They're basically church Jacksons then.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
proper exorcists they're basically preventative. Like they can't stop any undo full possession, but they can stop like a partial one.
Yes, you can. Just fucking kill them.
Just kill him. Yes.
Just
Well, that's
stab 'em.
you can't. That's different from exorcise. Well, I guess that is
Is the
can't
demon
undo it.
still there? I do not see
I
it.
do not
You
see it.
you can't. Demons are weird. Like they're just really really weird. It's cool, but they're so weird that you basically can't at all include them properly in D&D.
Yeah. Figured out.
They're fun.
But yes, I'm more than happy to learn about the aftermath process. I've always been, dealing with the either, oh shit, we have to kill it right now, or I'm just fighting it. I like to see the middle ground. It's nothing less than academic curiosity.
They nod at that. They look at the sun. If you want to come by it at I don't know 6, I'll be here.
Did-
You're not there. What are you talking?
Aw.
Shush.
Shoosh. What time is it now, roughly? Looking at the sun.
It will be around 3.
It's about 3 hours then.
Sure.
maybe a bit later. I might be closer to 7 at sunset. We have some other business to attend to today. We have a lead to follow up on. But, assuming the stars align, more than happy to stop by again.
If nothing goes wrong there, then it shouldn't
It-
hold you up too much.
Why'd you say that? Now it's all gonna go wrong.
They look at Ichika once again. If you want to join too, I don't mind. I can start the process.
Hell yeah, girls' night.
I've seen similar things back home, but we don't have much of the church back in Japan, so it would be interesting to see your way of things.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. Do a Japanese style exorcism? I've only read about those.
So wait a second. You're telling me you are close to having God and anime on your side?
Shut up.
The deadpan reaction. Yes.
They are quite different from my understanding, but there are some similarities that I know of.
Well, I'll be waiting here.
Hey, good.
At that, they stand up, go to Oliver, approach a little bit more. Nod,
Looks her
and
up
walk
and
away.
down. Sizes her up as she leaves.
I'm just sharing it again because Ichika didn't
I
get it.
apologize. That is a
Nice
unit.
suit.
And at that, they return to the same position they were in before, just looking around to the church members and visitors.
And then they T-pose menacingly off in the corner.
That's just when you're not looking at them.
Was that all?
I believe so. Did we have an actual reason to be at the churches? Oh, ruins, right. Fuck.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd
And-
like to spend, like 30 minutes talking with the locals in Greek, trying to figure out, what the fuck's going on.
Sure.
I can do that too. I can also talk with the ghosts.
Yes, do it.
I talk with dead people.
And I'll be here.
And I'll be here, not understanding a thing.
And I'll form the back.
Language barrier.
Well, that's right, these ghosts probably speak Greek.
They do. Each
They are Greek ghosts, most likely.
Oliver talking to the walls. The thing is, the walls talk back. But yes, I would like you both to either roll a general charisma or either a general charisma check or an investigation check.
I'm better at investigation. Here we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. You interact with the locals, with some of the tourists. What you gather mostly is that the town is peaceful, it's quiet, there isn't much going on at all. Some people talk about the museum incident, but mostly just in passing. Some sort of like, oh, I was planning to go into the museum, but now it's closed. Or did you hear about the museum? But mostly just casual conversation. Not much depth.
Okay.
Stick gossip.
Yeah, just casual talk. Gianna, however, it seems when you were investigating
As I am prone to do, yes.
Yes, as it is quite literally your job. You find some. You end up reading a random newspaper you found just to see if there was any sort of thing that would catch your eye during this time. And you do find that after the overall news on the more local part of the newspaper, where people are posting things that they want to sell or do or whatever, you do notice that, according to what Robin had said, there seems to be an unusual number of people either reported getting randomly sick and becoming bedridden, and also whenever they do so, a complete shift in personality, and also some increase in not enough to cause like general commotion, but as you look through the newspaper, it's a number bigger than you would expect of missing people.
Just for my curiosity, is that sickness similar to what we had in Mykonos, or
No, Mykonos, it was very clearly associated with rabies. Like,
Okay.
the people at the hospital that you all visited called it rabies.
Okay.
This doesn't have any specific naming.
Can I find what symptoms are, if any, to
Mhm.
this, or
Look, oh god, wait, there's a thing floating in my water. Oh no. How long has
no.
it been there? Oh no.
Please do not catch the death.
I'm going to replace my water. Give me a moment.
What happened?
He went to get water. He
Ah.
needs to stay hydrated.
His water turned bad, so he needs to get better water.
Ah,
Also,
Right.
Oliver turns to Gianna and says, "What did you ever see in those people?"
I guess the better question is, what do I see in anybody? At this point, you're all the fucking same. Just have different philosophies and worship different people. That's about the only thing I see different.
What's
Okay,
my
Maybe the other
philosophy?
down. Your philosophy?
Yeah.
Aggressive
I'm back.
pacifism.
I'm back.
Yes, that.
Actually, Ichika nailed it.
What? I missed it. What?
We were just having an RP moment while we were waiting on you.
I see. So you with the 26, you find that the symptoms seem to all be random. Some people are having coughing fits, some people have digestive problems, some people are losing blood from random spots in their body. There doesn't seem to have one specific thing linking all of them, except the fact that everyone seems to be, for some reason, having mood swings, personality changes associated with these random assortment of diseases. It when you see them posted in the newspaper, it's mostly just calling out for a medic or for someone who has seen anything similar to call them to know what to do, things like that.
I see. I'll ask that dumb
I'll be right back.
I would like you to then roll me hey, I guess it's the general knowledge skill history check.
Woo!
Sometimes that's intelligence, straight up.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Um during your time
I'm missing
in
the
Vatican,
war skill.
you would quite easily associate this with what Robbie does. These random effects that people have, more specifically the mood swings, the changes in personality. It seems to be demonic possession.
Okay, well, good. Glad she's not lying to us. Where are they concentrated, if any? Are they mostly on this island? Are they on
The newspaper
Paros and
that you're reading is Naxos specific.
Gotcha. Okay.
At
Is
least
it
this
all-
part of the newspaper. The rest is more like world news and whatever.
I get you. Is it all over like the island, or is it like just Naxos, just here, just there? or
Yeah,
is
it
like,
seems to
pretty
be
all spread?
all around, but it's not concentrated anywhere. It's well spread within the island.
Gotcha. Okay. I know one souls. Alright. She'll gesture the paper towards Ichika, like showing it to her, like as if she can read it. Well, this shows proof that there's stuff going on around here that they need an exorcist for.
I'm
Good
back.
talk.
Welcome back. And everyone died.
So what would you like to do with that information?
Well, we can't do a whole lot, but we were just invited to an exorcist party, so we can figure that out later. For now, it's just good to know.
Yeah. I have a question for Jackson.
Yes.
Would you, after doing all of your exploration and heading to the airport, would you communicate with any member of the opposing group that you're going there? Like, okay, we're done, we're heading to the airport, something like that? Because you do have sending.
We are separated, so yes, as often as possible.
Okay. Then at some point during your post-church conversation / investigation, you would get a sending from Jackson telling you that they have arrived at the airport. That would be around 4. My man is just dying on camera.
I'll just say we're finishing up on our end. We'll meet you over there fairly soon.
Yes. And then you do.
Yes. Unless it's some other random conversation we want to have.
Jesus Christ. So, with the group now reunited at the airport, you see that this airport is slightly bigger than the one in Mykonos. It almost the main strip of land that it occupies is very close to the water. And also nearby there is a big lake. Like it's kind of a weird visual because there's ocean, strip of land with a road, lake, question mark, and beside the lake is the airport. It seems to have some movement, people going about the normal business of an airport, and Edmund, since you would have been here for a while. Wait, no. You weren't one of the people that followed the plane, so you don't know what the plane looks like.
Jiro's there though.
I know what the plane looks like.
Jiro is
Perception
intimately familiar with the plane.
You see, I stabbed it, so I think I know what it looks like.
check. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. ADV. Perception. I got 15.
15 is enough. You do see the I don't know why I keep trying to call him pilot. You know his name. His name is Elliot. He said it. Everyone knows everyone's name that wasn't at the meeting. Okay. You see that
His name is Pilot.
Elliot's plane is indeed docked, I guess, at the airport.
It's parked.
It's parked, yes.
Jiro sort of just like side eyes the rest of his group. That's Elliot's plane.
Is
Jiro
the hole
just like
still in it?
No.
I'm sorry,
Jiro sees
are
it.
the many holes still in it?
the many holes.
No.
He's an artificer. He wouldn't leave that.
I mean, assuming it got here, no.
That is also
Jiro
true.
sees the plane immediately under his breath. Rematch, motherfucker.
Vibrates intensely. Like I must physically hold myself back.
Please don't do anything reckless in the middle of an airport.
I'm not gonna do anything.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It's all my sword, you see.
They're not gonna see it.
My sword makes me do things.
My sword tells me.
I'm not gonna do things. Doesn't mean things won't spontaneously happen.
Oh no! I've accidentally fallen and touched this this airplane with my sword.
Yay.
Several times.
You guys literally ran off the other night, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, here's a hot take. We probably shouldn't be in the airport then.
Ridiculous.
Why is that?
Jiro's gonna look around and see if any of the weird shit that was happening, like
Why
at the
not?
airport, happened again. It's
Because
happening again.
because Elliot is here, and that means Castor is also here.
Yes.
Hi,
but do they
Castor, if you're
despise us?
listening.
Hi, guys, if you're listening, you just see, oh shit!
Hello.
Oh.
Oh fuck! I wasn't supposed to say
Oh,
that.
fuck!
You just see. How did he? Oh fuck! I mean, he doesn't outwardly despise us. Just
No,
Jiro.
we've just stabbed his plane for no reason.
He wasn't even
have
aggressive
you-
towards Jiro.
He,
Nah, man,
he
he
said
understood.
Merry Christmas.
He understood.
He knew that Jiro was crazy the moment he saw him.
I just imagine Castor's like, so there's this guy.
The
You
plane,
won't
the
believe
plane.
what he just
the
did
fuck?
to
What
your
is he
plane.
doing to the plane?
And
Just
I can't believe it's a little.
Castor's like, oh god, he's here again.
To the plane?
I do believe it's a little late to adjust, unless one of you wants to try to contact the other group.
Are we all
I
met up at this point, or
No, you would have all met at this point.
Oh, never mind then.
No worries.
No, not much to report other than there's a prick at the church that does exorcisms. What about you guys?
Oh, is
Points at
Tanner
plane.
at the church?
Points at plane.
No, you can't stab it.
I wasn't gonna stab it.
But other than that, what we found is, aside being used to summon things, nothing big, but problematic. Like a mount from what I could tell.
Did this prick happen to have a handlebar mustache and a gun?
No.
Fuck.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to see them.
Oh, yeah.
So do you and handle mustaches. Why do you hate everyone with the mustache?
They stole my vibe.
You wouldn't understand.
They slept with his mom.
All of them.
All
They
at
slept with
once.
They slept with my master. All of them.
Oh, that's even worse.
At the same time.
Same time. Why did they all have like a high mustache? I do not know.
And some of them even had the porn stash from the 80s.
Oh, God.
That's not even a thing now.
It's not even a thing.
They had them anyways.
They all had Hitler stashes.
Oh god.
Oh, no, that's not even a thing.
That's not even a thing.
No, you see, after Hitler, it stopped being a thing.
Yes. it's
Yes.
true.
That's fair.
It was a Charlie Chaplin thing.
But yes, well, those summonings might have been used for the various possessions that are going on around this this island. She'll hold up the newspaper.
What a
Makes sense.
Possession.
it was the summoning thing was used to maintain a like the summon. So I don't know if it was used to cause people to be possessed.
Like a vitality draining sort of thing.
Now, you said that the circle was for summoning, so presumably whatever it summoned is the thing doing the possessing.
Possessions. Just
Did you get any notes on it? Does it look like it's easy to remove?
It's just a used magic circle
Hmm.
that was used to maintain a summon.
Oh, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not
It was
anymore.
just it was used.
Not for quite a while, actually.
I see.
How long ago did these cases start?
I'll look at the newspaper.
About a week ago.
About a week.
Is Does that track? Who did the singing again? Edmund?
Which thingy?
The tech
Looking at
magic
the-
thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How long ago was the?
The circle would have been around a week old as well. If I said anything last session, now it's a week old.
It has been retcon.
Well,
Retcon.
to my perspective, as far as I know, that's your only statement.
Yes.
I don't remember, so I won't contest it.
So seems like we're cut out for us.
Demons, huh?
Seems like it, or something capable of possessions.
That's great. And we can't reverse them.
Oliver seems very uncomfortable and crosses his arms.
I mean, it could be a ghost.
More so.
He crosses
Wait,
his arms
GM.
harder.
Yes, correct. GM question. What if how the fuck would it look like if there was a ghost inside of a person to him?
Mm, okay.
Well, I guess you could
Piggyback.
ask Gabrielle to do
Piggyback.
that.
So, what you would know is that there is no such thing.
Very good.
whenever someone is quote unquote possessed, probably seen something of the sort during the war. It's basically a swap.
A what?
A swap. The
Oh.
person that is the ghost that is possessing basically kind of not fully, but kind of removes the person's soul and enters its place.
Oh.
But
Basically, a flesh mech.
they are still associated with the body. Like they haven't been completely separated, the soul and the body. But
Where did they go?
they just hang around.
Ah.
But unable to take control back willingly.
Right. Am I able to see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Proper type moon ghosts are also weird
Yeah.
because they're just thought energy.
Brain power.
Are you okay?
Oh god, it's
Wraiths and
I'm fine.
shades. Just
Please
I'm
don't
glad to hear me.
hospitals are terrible places.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim.
Yeah, I think I killed FJ.
Why did you?
What did you do that made him? What did you do that killed him? I didn't see it. The fuck did you do?
I made a fucking comment. I've just seen his reaction. Stop in the corner. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Okay.
Well, we know Elliot is here.
Yes.
That's mildly what concerns me. I don't think he's the cause of these possessions, but, you know, random mage shows up on an island. We don't know what exactly they're capable of.
We also know another master's on the island.
Who's here?
With this, the one with the boat, yes. Or one on the Argo, yes.
Yeah. Also gonna
Well,
be a
there's-
problem.
Well, there's not much we can do until we interact with them. So we might as well just continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah, you two skedaddle and go to the exorcism. Make sure you don't get possessed.
I'm already technically possessed? That's not how that works, dear. Are you sure?
Listen to your sister.
You don't tell me what to do.
She obviously got the brains in the family.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I will castrate you with
Why
it.
did you say that? Jackson, like, just looks like he's desperately holding back from saying something. He's just like all the time, just like staring off into the distance, into the plane, and he's just like biting his lip.
He's
No, you can't
looking
stab
into
it
the
either.
void.
He's what?
He's looking into the void,
Yes.
and the void stares back.
I got food.
Hooray!
Food.
Yay! Food.
Noodles.
No.
I just. So yeah, well, me and Ichika got invited to an exorcism later today.
They gave me 2 cheesecakes. I only ordered 1.
Ooh,
Yay.
bonus.
Free cheesecake.
It cost extra.
No, it didn't. It was ordered online.
Yes,
So,
I can
for
see your
food.
whisper, Graves.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
double checking whether or not anyone else can see it.
It's
Only
it's
the
only
GM.
the GM.
This makes me terrified.
I'm trying to talk to frickin' Jackson.
I see.
Do you see it,
Who
Jackson?
knows what the two of them will do together?
T.
Many unsanitary things.
I'm actually
Oh,
kind of
God.
depressed that I'm not involved.
You are part of the Gianna group now.
Yeah, no,
he's-
that
he's
didn't work
technically-
out.
I'd say he's not coming with us. Most because she doesn't like him. So. Well, not me, but you know. Robin.
No, I know what you meant. Although he's kind of irritated at Gianna right now.
Oh, good. Welcome to the club. I'm irritated at everybody, except Edmund and Ichika.
So you're
They're
going on
fine.
an exorcism?
Well, we're probably not doing the exercising, but we'll be watching. Yes.
Hmm. Can I?
Oliver makes
Can
sure to reiterate what he says. Make sure you don't come back possessed.
Can I come?
Good. Stop gargling your words. Speak.
Can I come?
I do believe he's asking if he can join you all.
Says the guy with the super hearing.
Why?
I want to see the exorcism.
Squints.
To
I
be
still
honest,
haven't
I'd
forgotten
also
what you've done.
be quite interested in seeing it, if nothing more than to possibly learn more about what might be causing these possessions.
Sorry, I didn't catch the start of what you said.
I'd also be interested in joining, like, the watching of an exorcism.
What was that?
I don't know if she'll be fine with us just wandering up with more people. I'm not opposed to you watching. It's just.
I mean, in which case I'll leave at her request.
Yep. I thought you can follow us and ask and see where that goes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna attempt to force my way in, but I think it'd be handy for me at least to be able to get a look at it.
I will just warn, she has already been trying the recruitment tactics on me, so you're not affiliated with the mage group. Well, you are technically, but not untechnically. And that would be another round of nature magic.
Don't recall being affiliated with any group.
Oh, I'm sure she'd consider you an abomination worse than me.
That's fair.
As long as you keep yourself to yourself, you should be fine.
When has he ever done that?
You do that plenty of times.
I'm sure he can try if he really wants to.
I'm sure he can try a lot of things. Pointed stare.
You don't give me enough credit
No, credit.
for not doing the things I don't do.
Still staring.
What? He's just confused, staring. What?
Squints angrily. In any case, we have like 1 or 2 hours. Is there anything else important we need to do before that?
And
I
then
can't think of anything.
possibly look around the area.
Well, I feel like I
Alright.
need a shower after our encounter.
Oh, you get used to it. Sure, Oliver, seen plenty of dead bodies.
Oh, not that one.
Ah, right. That I can understand.
Rolls eyes. So let's go somewhere just to do something, and then we'll wait for the allotted time, I guess.
Are we going back to our respective hotels?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you can certainly go back to your respective hotel.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yes. I'm glad we understand each other.
Honestly, I may take a chance to look around the area. See if I can spot anything else.
How much monies do I have? A decent bit of money. I'd like to do some shopping. I saw a couple of ads here in Naxos that were selling things.
Do I
Might be worth
have
looking
money?
into.
I don't have any money.
It sucks to suck.
Sucks. You suck.
That wasn't nice.
I don't care.
Proportional to our level, we're poor, but just by how much money we have, we're pretty well off.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, Jiro starts walking back to the hotel.
Yes. As you all start to leave, Jackson.
Do I see the Muffin Man?
the Muffin Man?
Fuck that guy in particular.
I'll be 1 second.
Okay. Man got ganked. Oh no.
Oh no.
Actually, it does give me time to get a thing, to search for a thing. I think context. I am sending you this message without context. Yes, that's the message that I sent. Good.
Good.
I remember the text that I used to send the message with.
But
Jackson, I am going to ping you on Discord with a message.
a secret message.
Yes. Oh god, it's not. I don't know if it will link properly, but I hope it does.
No, it is not. Where the
I can just copy the image and show it to you again.
where the fuck? Oh, yeah.
As you're walking, making your way back,
This is quite a ways away from. Never mind.
the airport, not really.
Hmm.
The lake is quite near the airport.
Is it?
As you're walking by, you feel something.
What am I feeling?
The marking in your hand that showed up
Oh,
this
yeah.
morning. It itches.
Uh-huh. It does.
And as you start walking near the lake, as you start to be in between the lake and the ocean, that strip of land, you feel it start to itch more. To the point
Am I alone?
No, you're with the group.
Hmm.
I mean,
Sorry, go on.
not Edmund, because Edmund decided to investigate some more. But yes. You feel it itching to the point of being uncomfortable.
Uh-huh. He will first check for any invisible people around.
Right, so it's Jiro, Oliver, and Jackson, because the other two, like the girls, went off and doing their own thing. Or is it
They're
all
still
of us?
with us for now.
Yeah, this strip of land that takes you back to the
Because the city's like all the way over there.
yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
For some of your walk back towards the town, you will be together.
Okay.
Because yeah, as Jackson said, it's a small strip of land that leads to the airport and lake, and
It's like a
Then
little
goes to-
islet with
Yeah.
a connecting road.
Okay.
You feel it itching, and then you look around to see if there are any or invisible things. You look to the ocean, you don't see anything. You look to the lake, and you don't necessarily see something invisible. But you know when it's really hot and you see, and you look at
A
concrete
mirage.
and you see a mirage.
Yes.
You
Heat
see
lines.
the what?
Heat lines.
Heat lines, yes. You look to the lake and you can see, almost as if heat lines or a mirage, you see Dagon. Its form almost occupies the whole lake. And you look to the water and it's still peaceful. You look up and you see the shimmering form, but as you blink it vanishes.
And so does the itching?
The itching continues.
He will kind of like, for that brief moment of seeing Dagon, Jackson will like, just in the middle of the group, just stop. And he'll turn and say, "He's here."
It's both
Where?
ominous and unhelpful. Who and where?
Remember that thing? That,
Everything narrows it down with you.
the thing in my dreams.
Uh-huh.
He's here. Or was.
Where?
Above the lake. Not anymore.
Well, maybe you should see the Exorcist.
Yes. Look. There's something I've been meaning to tell you.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't really know how to say this, so I guess here goes. And he'll just like get everyone crowded in like a little circle to stop like anyone seeing from outside.
Jiro will look around for like birds.
Because that's not conspicuous.
No, is Edmund still here for this? Just one check.
That's on you, to be honest. If you wanted
Yeah.
to remain closer to the airport area, because the temple that you all saw the things was not near here. So if you wanted to go back that way, you would have gone with the group.
Yeah, probably would have gone that way.
Okay. Then Jiro, roll me perception check to check for birds.
Burbs.
Barbers. No, there's only one burb.
Yeah. The 13.
Looks clear to me.
Indeed it does. But also, Edmund, you feel as much as well. That no one is specifically looking at you all. With your 20 passive perception? I think it's 20, right?
19, I
19,
believe.
Yeah.
No one's looking, but they're watching.
But they're watching.
We're listening.
Nice. And he will remove his glove.
Okay, I'm at the image.
Oh god.
Images. Did I put it in maps? Or did I put it in PCs?
Put it in
PCs.
maps.
I don't know why.
It's NPCs?
It's in PCs.
Uh-huh.
Record has been
PCs.
shared.
The fuck is this?
Oh, hello.
Oh.
That doesn't look
Hmm.
ominous or anything.
No.
Hmm. Where's that placed? On the back of his hand?
The back of his hand.
Might be, yeah.
Do I
Can I-
recognize it at all?
Can I roll an Arcana check to see what the fuck it is? Or medicine or something?
Same.
You can
I
both
just like how it's
roll.
off center.
You can both roll Arcana. God damn it! I'm moving the wrong thing.
I'll give Gianna advantage. Or do I roll as well?
Up to you.
This is kind of like your personal knowledge. Whether that's something you can help someone else with.
Okay,
I mean,
so
it,
I'll
in,
roll
in
it then, I
this
guess.
in this specific case would be more like comparing it to other things, but yes.
Oh yeah. Knowledge checks are always weird.
Yeah, I got nada.
Hey, get an inspiration.
It's true.
I never roll a 2. I only roll 4s.
I can give.
No, can only do that in combat.
Shit.
But yes, Gianna, with your
Oliver does himself a head scratch.
with your quick thinking and your brain for associating things, since you are an investigator at heart.
Yep.
This is not dissimilar from what you had seen on Oliver's mom's hand.
Should just look at it.
However, I mean,
Link. Go ahead.
You.
this is black. Hers was red.
Red.
And it was said at the meeting that there would be red command seals.
The shape of the seal is the same, correct?
No, the shape.
Shape's
Just-
personal.
Just that it is a seal.
Yes, it's in the same way that it's a tattoo, but not really, and it has arcane energy, but dormant.
Not really.
Well, I mean, the outlines are red.
Yes, the
Right, 'cause-
outlines are red, but the center of it is dark.
It's just inversed from what it should be.
Yeah. So, blinks, stares at it. Is there anything else wrong with his hand, or is it just them?
No, it's just itching. It's hard,
Okay.
kind of hard to look at it because Jackson needs to be scratching it.
It kind of
He's got a
feels
fresh,
like my
he's got
hand
a
is
fresh tattoo.
Yep.
kind of feels like my hand's boiling from the inside, but other than that, I feel just fine. And the giant fucking mirage haunting me.
Where is it? Like, or where was it? Sort of like
It's,
You're talking about the
He-
mirage, or did
it
the
points,
mirage. The
It
mirage.
points to
yeah.
the lake. It's gone now. But
Okay, give me a second. So splints.
do I have?
No,
do I have-
someone stop him. Someone stop him, please.
He's in the lake now.
jumps into
Oh
the
God.
lake?
He's already. Okay.
And he's gone.
Jiro,
Jiro?
Do I have-
as you jump into the lake,
He's gonna get snatched.
He's gonna get drowned.
You jump into the lake and you discover that this game does not have swimming animations. You die.
You just hear flunk and Jiro's gone.
No, the Sonic music where he just can't breathe starts playing.
He face palms into the water.
The water was just a solid block. Yeah. As you jump into the water, your blade reacts
Mm-hmm.
in the same way that it has reacted to demonic presence before.
Cool, he'll keep swimming.
Sweet mother of God, everything's going. Ichika, please contain your
Your mans.
Your mans.
If I could, I would be living a much better life.
Oh man, is this?
You guys don't know that his sword is reacting.
Jackson, perhaps, or not Jackson, but Jiro, perhaps within 90 feet of me.
Sure.
Do I have
will-
hold person?
I will
I
cast
get a
vortex
vortex
warp. I'm gonna vortex warp him and bring him back to shore.
Oh god.
Get back here.
So it just
You're
reappears.
swimming, and then you're swimming in land, and then there's no water, and you're wet.
sort of just looks to Gianna.
Stay still.
Going to go see.
In the brief time
Oh.
that
Oh, so adorable.
you were so
Jiro just
sad.
like in the ground, stopping. Like, I was going to go see.
So, if I might say, it's okay for you to check things out, but at least give us a word of warning or let us know what you're planning.
No.
So he just
Stay-
sort of like puts a
stay-
shoulder, a
stay-
very
you're
wet
going-
hand.
Stay
on Edmund's
somewhere
shoulder.
and ask for permission. Do not just
But-
say you're doing it and then go.
He puts a very wet hand on Edmund's shoulder. I'm gonna go in the lake now.
I
I am
just,
going. Hold on.
You
Hold
know,
on.
go ahead.
I just know
No.
something about my encumbrance.
No. We're not doing this.
Okay.
We're not doing this.
My encumbrance is very weird. My maximum is 1,680, and I can lift,
boy.
pull, drag 3,360 pounds.
Which means that you can stop Jiro from jumping
Oh
into the lake.
god.
It's like 10 times what it should be.
Jiro goes into the lake.
Like, why is it so high?
God fucking damn it.
Like,
I assume
that's it.
now that we're
It says
all...
I could carry over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Just take
I
off.
don't know
Just
what's
take off a
wrong.
0. Just take off a 0. It'll be fine.
He's got a mean crawl, you know.
I like to tell somebody to stop Jiro before he wanders off again. And then I'm gonna go back to Jackson's. I'm gonna go back to Jackson's arm.
Leave me alone.
Ask
I'm a
Field.
grown man.
He is a grown
I'm an
adult.
adult.
Don't
I
make
am-
me wall of force, you bitch.
I am an adult, and I'm going to see what's wrong with this.
No, you are a man child. There is a difference. You have already lost an arm to
Well,
these impulses.
You were a
Since-
man child.
Jiro, how about
Yes.
we all walk to the lake together?
He squints.
He's like he holds his hand open and you see a minor illusion start to form. Jiro, I've got cool slideshows.
Oh god.
Squints further. Like, I'm not a child. That's,
You're gonna miss them.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? I'm gonna keep going now.
I don't appreciate being treated like a child.
I could say many things right now, but I'm a little more preoccupied with whatever the fuck this is on his hand.
Goes
Yes,
back
and I'm going to
scratching
go investigate
Right.
where the
No,
goddamn
I-
demon was.
No,
I
Jiro?
can try to assist you in
We're-
investigating. if
I'm
you
going to walk to the lake, and you can walk by my side.
Here's a hot take. Why don't you just let him?
because
Because
if he gets eaten, then that gets a sacrifice for
I-
fucking
I
tentacle
fully
Satan.
expect
I
him
don't want that.
to somehow
It's not
get
like
eaten by a
he's really
shark
short,
in
you
that
know.
water.
Get eaten by a shark in non-salt water.
in the lake. Yes,
Hey, there are freshwater sharks.
there. Dagon is in that lake.
Yes.
For all we know, it's salt water now.
Dagon can't do anything on this side of the lake, for lack of a better analogy. I think
Would you
he's
like to
fine.
test that theory out?
I don't really
I
want to
wouldn't
test
mind. No,
anything.
I'm not afraid of him.
I am.
I am.
I thought you're not supposed to be afraid of Satan. If he jumps in the lake.
No,
Ichika's
No.
just gonna go to the side of the lake and
Yes.
just put her hand in the water.
As you do so, you feel both of your weapons react in the same way that they reacted when you first met Jinto.
Tasting the water, what is the water? Is it regular water? Is
It's
it corrupted?
it's death water.
It's-
You die. It's just
Oh, no.
normal water.
Oh, Death Water? Oliver gets in.
My time has gone.
Jiro is already 10 feet down.
It's also
Not
walking
actually,
with
though.
Take a look.
Jiro.
Gianna, can you?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just wondering if you have a detect evil and good.
I have a question. Does everybody else see the Lady of the Lake or just me?
I think it's just.
You haven't done it around people. You've never
Oh, I
contacted
thought-
her around
I thought-
people.
Todd Oliver was saying that. He's like,
Wait, do you have detect evil and good prepared, Gianna?
I don't have it at this very moment. I have protection, but not.
Oh,
I have
Is it-
augury. What augury?
that.
I always have that prepared.
Oliver, at Jackson having challenged him, says, "Come on, Jiro, let's go." Gets in the water.
Jiro gets in the
What?
water.
what? What did I say? What?
I hate all of you. What is wrong with today?
What the fuck did I say? What?
We're
This,
taking
is,
our time here.
this is just the
We're all here.
epitome.
Is Oliver
being a
schizophrenic
DM.
now?
Okay. Walk into the water. Oliver, you feel absolutely nothing. Jiro,
You have wet socks now. Congratulations.
your weapon reacts. It doesn't matter when, where in the lake, it just reacts.
Okay, he's going to sort of just like start whispering to us, sort of like, okay, where do you think it is? Like, is it just water, or is it like?
Gianna, there is something
I don't feel anything
with
here.
this water, with this lake. Jackson
Okay.
isn't crazy, it seems.
Jackson's gonna turn to Gianna. He's like, "I'm sorry. You'll think I'm either crazy or stupid, but I need to test something out." He's gonna walk to the edge of the lake, and he's going to touch his marked hand on the water.
It
Why?
burns.
No.
It burns.
It burns.
Jackson just immediately removes it. Like, fuck! That hurts a lot. Fuck! What is this?
What?
It isn't a feeling that you can replicate, but it's like touching the source of your magic. The closest thing would be to you
Is it like
touching
nerve pain?
you touching a fire,
Yeah.
but it doesn't burn in the same way that fire does. It burns in a magical way.
Does it seem to like actually hurt me in a physical sense, or is just
No,
pain?
you don't feel it in your nerves. You feel it in your magical circuits.
Right. It's like, Gianna, you can do that trick, right? Where you touch people and do stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
And then Gianna gets mad when people call her from the church. But then she also gets mad when people call her not from the church.
You just can't win. I've made peace with this.
You will make
Look,
me
you know,
very
I don't know what you call it. I just remember what it does. You can't fault me for this.
Fine. She'll rip off her glove and due to how flustered she is, she's not gonna cast a disguise self. You'll just see her left hand is slightly more decrepit than the rest of her. But you see almost immediately magical circuits pulse across it as if she like can't control how it looks. And hold still. She's gonna grab onto him and try and connect to his magic circuits in some way.
Yes.
Oliver dries off.
Jared's still
No,
in there.
you're gonna have wet socks for the
Squinting at
rest
the
of the day,
horizon.
you little bitch.
I'm going to the
Joe's-
hotel after this.
Jiro's squinting at the horizon.
How dare you, lake?
I'm
Gianna.
gonna fight the lake.
Yeah.
Row, fight the power.
Gianna, as you touch Jackson to make him feel good.
Does it feel good?
Jiro, you crit the lake. You deal 20 points of damage to the lake.
Nothing happened.
The lake dies.
The lake is immune to piercing and slash.
The lake evaporates.
Don't go Caligula on us.
As you go to feel for Jackson's magical circuits, they do seem hurt in some way, but nothing that will nothing that will stop him from doing what he does.
Mhm.
It's something that will fix itself with time.
Okay.
What do you
Then
see?
The crest that's on his arm. Can I sense that at all?
It's still there.
Like, has it been infused with his circuits? If that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't. His configuration hasn't changed.
Well, that's kind of odd because he can configure his things whenever he wants. We discovered that.
It's
Mm.
more that his body adapted to receive the magical family crest that he has, more so
No, fair
than
enough.
he can adapt to any.
He's got a base.
That's
Yeah.
Except when it's other people.
Yeah, when you turn yourself into other people, you kind of shift your magic circuits around to try and mimic them. But it's not the exact same.
No.
not quite.
Ah,
Your circuits have sustained some damage. Not quite debilitating
be-
enough, but they're
Would you be able to tell what that is? That's from?
seem like they're strained.
Should I... Would you be able to learn anything if I touched the water again? For just like a brief second.
I'll see. I don't like any of this.
Right. He'll just, like, touch one of his fingers to the surface of the water.
It burn.
Do I see any sort of reaction?
You just feel
or feel it?
pulse. Like,
Feel what?
as you gently touch it in the water, you just feel a pulse emanate through all of his circuits.
Like he received mana, or
A disruption.
if it's like reacting. Oh, okay. Something's disrupting your circuits whenever you touch the water. That's probably where the pain's coming from.
Yes, it does feel like my,
Someone grabbed your nervous system and wiggled it.
It does feel like I've been turned into spaghetti and flipped around a bunch of times, yes.
Okay. Well, we know where this lake is, and we can burn it along with your coat and whatever else is here.
Ah, yes, we're gonna burn the lake.
Yes. Gonna. At this point, we may as well just lie to the church and say there's, fucking Satan being summoned here. That just scorched earth, all of it, just poof.
Oliver
know-
suddenly gets inspired to start singing a song that doesn't come out until 2000 and something, and it goes, I set fire to the rain,
To the lake!
to the lake.
Lake.
I mean,
So,
Let
you,
it burn.
your exorcist friend might be interested in paying this place a visit.
Actually, as much as it pains me.
Assuming it's still like this whenever they come back. And it's not Dagon just fucking with them. Or us.
to be fair, have you considered that this is just the residual effect of something like that appearing momentarily?
Mm,
I doubt that presence could last forever. A ripple, if you will.
mm.
Well, at the very least, let's get away from this. Let's just go far away, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
He'll put his glove back and keep scratching his hand on the way home.
She'll also aggressively put her glove back on.
Oliver will not ask, but he does, despite his irritation right now, look very concerned in Gianna's general direction after having seen her hand.
As she's too
Jiro
angry
gets
She's
sloshed.
too angry.
Didn't hear that.
What was that, Jiro?
No, pretty sure she was talking to you. He was talking to you. So
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
hear either.
Ah.
So I wouldn't do this, but why do I want to go in this lake now?
I think you
don't.
should.
I think you don't.
Except
think
it would
that-
probably hurt.
Would be actual danger.
Yes.
We've already established that it hurts. Why would you think going into it more would be a better idea?
Because maybe it's just a change and it
Or you're
happens to
just
be
lying
painful.
to yourself.
That
And
can
you
also
need
be
to stop.
true. Yeah. What if it
Yep.
gives me superpowers?
At what cost, though?
Hmm.
It's up to you. I'm not gonna lie. I would actually be kind of curious if I was in your shoes.
You need to stop instigating.
Uh,
Stop it.
Fuck no, I'm not getting in this lake.
You also did the same thing with the purple mist.
I did, and that was very different.
That one
Feeling
didn't
like
hurt.
feeling like I am home is very different from feeling like my soul is on fire.
I
If-
see.
Jumping in that lake might actually properly damage your circuits if touching it strains them.
Yes.
But why would Dagon of all people go the trouble to try and damage my circuits?
And why is you have a seal, you have a command seal. That's
I don't
what
think
that
it's
is.
so much that he's trying to damage your circuits. He's changing them somehow.
Into
Trying
what?
to change them.
That is the question.
You have a command seal that is reversed. This
Look,
look.
Not only is it reversed, but it's only a third of the way there.
look, it may or may not have appeared after I killed Bert.
Oh.
It's linked to your contracts.
I think. I think.
So, in my opinion, we should probably avoid going after too many more of your important contracts.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice in the matter.
Well, we can choose where to be around. You only have to attack them if you see them, right?
Technically, yes.
Just
Let's hope Tanner
put-
doesn't show up again.
Put them in a little box. Put you in a little box and just carry you around, and you get to see the outside world.
That's what I did to Tanner.
No, that's what he did to himself because he was invisible.
Actually.
Stop being blindfolded now.
I don't think being blindfolded helps.
Yes,
I
still
could.
a consideration. We can't risk. If you ever reach 3 seals, I imagine that's
Why?
the point
What-
where something
what-
will happen.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with these? Hijack someone's servant?
It's either for a hijack or you're being shunted in as like an 8th master.
Why would the ritual? Why would the
If
ritual
this-
accept an 8th master?
I don't think it's necessarily being accepted. You're just being shunted in by a higher power. I don't.
A higher
isn't-
power? Higher than the holy fucking grail?
Yes.
Just a cup at the end of the day. Technically.
If you want to connect the Grail to actual Jesus, I wouldn't, but
I wouldn't. Says the Japanese
that would probably get
man.
you. Oh yeah, hey,
So,
Hey.
okay,
some people believe Jesus was in Japan.
so a being.
That's a whole thing.
That's a whole
So,
thing.
hold
It's a
on.
whole thing.
You mean to say that a being is capable of shunting someone into a ritual that is supposed to be true magic?
If
Exists.
it's
I mean, does that really surprise you, considering the name you're throwing around?
At this point, everything just has an exception. Every rule is meant to be broken. It just that doesn't fucking matter.
Gianna Jackson just like both losing their fucking mind. All right.
Something to look up.
I think we
Let's
should
start
take
to have
this
a good one.
conversation inside.
I need a shower. Or two.
You just need Jesus. That's the only person that can save you now.
Good. Then maybe it's a good thing that I'm going with the church. If they won't just fucking kill me.
They'll probably just shoot you on sight. Put that glove back. You already have it on good.
Alright, let's go. His eye twitches.
Congratulations, GM. I think you broke him.
No, it's going to. Jesus.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yep. It's going to be a very slow process, don't worry about it.
And then we leave.
And then we leave. Edmund, did you wanted to do anything about the lake?
Edmund's going to, while others are walking away, walk to the coast.
Mm-hmm.
And almost just as sort of a test, touch it himself to see if he can tell anything about it.
You touch, you feel water.
And then he's gonna run just a little bit of his mana through it, seeing if it reacts to anything demonic or the like.
Mm-hmm. As you touch the water, it's normal water. Then you infuse a little bit of mana, perhaps just enough to make an Eldritch Blast. And you release the mana in the water. You see the greenish energy spew over the water, almost as if it couldn't permeate, then slowly dissolve. You don't feel that necessarily. If the lake was a creature, you would have been more powerful in your strikes. But there is some reaction. The anti-demonic essence of your magic, of your magecraft, does indeed react with the lake.
Edmund's just going to look that over, consider, make a mental note to check back later to see if it's at the same measure, same degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna head off to explore on his own, looking around to see if anyone's around, or while shaping into an eagle.
Okay.
Dare you not choose an owl?
Because owls don't fly around during the day.
Ridiculous.
Yes, they do.
Indeed, dude.
Also, is this boy?
No.
Or is the other boy?
No, Dagon in Forgotten Realms is just like big fish. Big
He is a
deep sea fish.
Oberith demon lord who works with Demogorgon.
Just big deep sea fish.
Yes, I think he's like
Fish.
I think Dagon in Forgotten Realms is has tons of secret and forbidden knowledge.
Yep.
He's if you want something that's been lost and forgotten for thousands of years, you'll go to Dagon.
Oh, he's just the big fish man. I see.
He's big fish. Yes.
Oberiths are scary.
He's like
Yeah.
a hydra if the hydra had lots of feet instead
Instead
of
of
heads.
heads. Yes.
I think it's actually Demogorgon's number 2.
That tracks.
Is I love it that
Fish.
one of his titles is Father Dagon.
Yeah, because
Fish.
a lot of demons come from him.
Well, while after a point, if we get to the the inn, around 6 or 7, Jiro will leave the inn
Okay.
and go looking for things that are suspicious, and then stab them.
And then stab them.
He's not going back to the airport, is he?
No, not to the airport.
Oliver will go take the aforementioned shower
Mhm.
and
Yes.
probably like go play his music around town and also listen.
Okay. Would you like to use your feature to sleep somewhere free?
Yes.
I think.
Also
you
make
had-
money.
I think you had already used it. I'm not quite sure, but I think I remember saying that you had used it and rolled well enough to get something, but I don't know. I have to check that later.
Should I roll?
So,
Well, he's gonna play anyways.
Yeah, you can roll anyways.
so we have 3 hours to kill? Or thereabouts?
About
2.
no, that depends a lot on what you want to do.
That doesn't seem right.
Because you have what doesn't seem right.
Plus 13?
It should be more?
You have plus
Plus
have
4
a
proficiency
plus. You
You have
have
double
5 plus
proficiency,
8
plus-
13.
Holy shit!
You
I'm
are
really
le-
good at this.
You're level
Yeah,
9.
new
Your
proficiency
proficiency
bonus.
bonus is plus 4.
Yes. And plus you have double proficiency.
Plus
That's
8.
right.
now. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
No worries. So the group that is going to the exorcism have around 2 hours. The other group have as many hours as they want.
Cool. I'm just gonna go find suspicious things. Like I'm just literally just gonna look for trouble.
Okay.
Damn it.
I am going to become someone else and walk around town trying to figure out who is tracking us down.
DM would also like to do something else when I'm not playing, if okay.
Yes.
But after everybody else does their thing.
Okay.
Besides Elliot, of course.
Okay. So that leaves Ichika and John. Are you doing anything for the next 2 hours?
I don't think so.
I'd like to just get a scope of the place. I got the Watcher's Eye background feature. So during that 2 hours, can I figure out where shady places are, but especially where Jackson's contacts are, like where they set up?
You could have just asked.
I'm finding out for myself. I'm not interacting. I'm not looking for anybody specific. I'm just clocking where they are and then.
Don't say this. Your Watcher's Eye isn't going to necessarily work with Jackson's contact for the simple fact that he himself, the contact, Spyro, does not belong to a criminal background at all. He's not a lawbreaker. He literally just transfers information.
He's not a breaker, he's a broker.
It's about finding
Yeah.
outposts. It's also about finding good and bad things. It's just I'm better at dealing with good things than criminal activity.
But he is shady.
Yes. So I'm more using that to justify, could this be a potential meeting spot, or are there any, anything that I could consider a potential meeting place? If I can't find anything, that's fine, but that I'm mainly looking for their spots.
I'll just start with you then. Roll me an investigation check.
Woo! Investigation. Where? Can I find it? There. Oof.
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 What you are able to find is just by randomness that Mr. Spyro works at one of the smaller museums in town as just inventory management guy. He just takes notes of things that go in, things that go out. That's what he do.
Okay.
And because of that, he's mostly everywhere in town. Making...
But I don't know where specifically he works.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't help me too far, but in a pinch, I can definitely find him. Okay.
And then we'll go to Eagle Man.
Yep.
So, do you have a specific place in mind, or are you just flying high and watching?
Looking. So, if I might ask, we're at Naxos right now for the town, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, because Edmund's just kind of looking to cover around to see if he can spot anything else just from above.
Mm-hmm.
Like any structures or otherwise that his original scan wouldn't have told him about.
Roll me a perception check with the Eagle, which just means advantage because you use your own stats.
Yep.
But you do get the keen eye feature.
That
Keen
that
sight,
is also
whatever.
why I went with the eagle.
Yep. It's my choice. You rolled the exact... Oh no, it's not the same number. It's 6 and
6 and 9.
18 total. Okay. You fly around town for quite a bit. You can keep it up for 4.5 hours, because it's half your
Yeah,
level.
around there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have more than enough time to
Yeah, for sure.
in this and then make it to the exorcism.
You spend quite a while with your big brain. You can understand, even in eagle form, that you spend most I can't English. You spend most of an hour flying around without seeing anything suspicious, even going further up so you can have a better field of view. At some point, however, you would note that there is a singular bird flying away from the other birds. It doesn't stop to eat. It doesn't peck at anything. It just seems to be searching for something. And you would note the bird more so because you found Jiro. You were looking around. You couldn't help but notice Jiro walking alone and think to yourself, that man does not speak Greek. What is he doing alone? You would see as Jiro would cross. This would be approaching 5.5, something like that. So there is already some areas in town that are darker. As Jiro was crossing an alleyway, he would be momentarily stopped by some men trying to rob him, and quickly dispatch of them. And you would note that in that time, whenever he was distracted in his punching, the bird would lock onto Jiro and begin to follow him.
Oh, lovely.
And Jiro, I would like you to roll me perception check with disadvantage.
Okay, boop. Disadvantage. Skills.
Peace.
17.
17.
Um,
That would have been a great moment for adept moment.
what is that?
Oh, it's the D4.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, could I do that?
It's when you
If-
roll a check that you're proficient with.
I am proficient in it. So I'll just roll a d4 then.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Well, 18's a bigger number than 17.
It's true. The number do be big. Yeah. You take a moment to recuperate after trashing the poor civilians that tried to rob you, thinking you to be only a tourist.
Hi.
Okay.
And in that moment, as you look around to see if anyone saw you, you hear a metal clang.
Oh,
Jesus!
I need to turn that one down.
Who the fuck was that?
That was me.
Okay, if
Turn
we're gonna
it
use the first name, I'm
down.
gonna turn it back
Okay.
on.
The
Jiro
The
Jiro sort of
soundboard
just,
is
like
going to
snaps his
10%
head
now.
to the metallic sound.
It wasn't that much. I was just memeing.
Yeah, I know.
The Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Sorry, that was a misclick. I was trying to change the volume of the thing. And
There
I
we go.
clicked
Now I
play.
did. See if it's any quieter for you guys.
Yes, because I reduced the
A
sound.
lot quieter.
Yes, I reduced it to 40%. But yes, as you hear the sound of a small metal clang, you look around. You're not quite sure what it is, but something. You look at a lamp post that isn't quite on just yet. The time isn't quite right for it to be on. I think that at this time of, world technology, there hasn't been the dude
It'd be
to.
I'd say there'd be gas lamps. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
there hasn't been the dude to go there and turn it on.
1930s? There were telegraphs, I'm pretty sure.
When you look at it in the shade, you can't quite understand. Something is wrong with the shape of it. Can't quite tell what. And at that moment, Edmund, you would notice from far above that the bird that was following Jiro has stopped in the lamppost that Jiro is looking at. But Jiro can't quite understand what is wrong with the lamppost.
Edmund's just going to keep an eye on the bird. No need to reveal himself as well.
Jiro will sort of like go closer to the lamppost.
As you approach the lamppost, just squinting, like, what the fuck is that? As you reach, I'd say, like, you're close enough to touch it, you notice that the thing that was on top of the lamppost was bird, and bird flew away as soon as you approached.
Jiro will like. Which direction did it fly to?
The lamppost was at the entrance of the alley. You were coming from the alley. It went towards the other side.
Like it's flying away from the alley.
Yeah.
Basically, he'll follow it.
Okay. Do you follow it like in a rush or just casually?
Well, he'll try and like I guess keep it in sight. If he has to rush, he'll rush, but
Okay.
he'll try to keep it in sight.
Edmund, as you watch this game of chicken between a Jiro and a bird, you would note that the bird seems to just be taking Jiro on a walk. No specific motive, purpose, or path. Sometimes even double backing.
It's just the Scooby Doo running through different doors.
Yes, you enter one alleyway, it comes out of the other one.
Perfect.
Trying to debate because this is just very funny to Edmund. So I think he's going to let this happen for now, at least, at least until something seems violent or problematic.
Mhm.
I guess he'd rather try to keep an eye on which direction this bird flees once it thinks it's lost Jiro.
Mhm. What I will say is that before it gets to that, you would notice that if you keep following it for much longer, you would lose the opportunity to join everyone at the church for the meeting with Robin.
Hadn't considered. Before burning things off, it was like Edmund's going to fly down and effectively just swoop by before taking off, just in the general direction of where the church was.
Mm-hmm.
Meet them there. Almost sort of a like cut off in a direct in between Jiro and the mechanical bird.
Uh-huh. So you're trying to stop Jiro?
Just kind of make his presence known to Jiro, but hopefully not to the bird, if that makes sense. Just make it
Okay.
seem like an eagle.
Jiro, you seem to be following this bird for what seems like 10, 15 minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just taking you on a stroll around town.
He's getting his cardio in.
And as you turn one alley, you just hear, and you look up, and very close to you, maybe like at roof height for most buildings, there's just an eagle flying.
Sort of just looks at the eagle, squints. As is his like what he
His
usually does, he
MO.
just sort of squints at it.
And the eagle takes off. Leaving you alone to follow your bird.
Do as you must. You have been blessed by eagle.
Jiro continues following the bird.
So I'll continue with Jiro for now. Then we'll jump to the church people. Jiro,
Mm-hmm.
how long do you think it will take for you to lose patience and do something else?
Let me see. Let me roll something.
Because, spoiler alert, the bird doesn't need to stop.
4 hours.
Roll for the termination.
4 hours, okay. At this point, it's been around an hour. The streets have mostly gone dark. Now it's just the lamps, mostly gas lamps, that are illuminating the town. With that, you would note that there is some sort of nightlife here. There are some occasional bars that are open and illuminated, but it's quite different from the time where you first started exploring. There aren't many people on the streets. They are mostly in places, so bars, restaurants, hotel lounges. That's where people are. And on the street itself, it's mostly just going from one place to the other. There aren't many people stopping down to talk. Not stopping down, just stopping to talk. And the bird, that's a thing that you would easily notice. The bird doesn't perch at any moment. Just sometimes seems to circle around or slow down to see if you're still following it, and then just continue on its own pace. It's getting kind of hard to see it because it's dark, and you couldn't, for the first time, you couldn't quite see its coloration, but it's a black feathered bird of some sort, so in the dark it gets kind of difficult. You're mostly just following the shadows whenever it goes by a lamppost.
Okay.
I would say that around the second hour, so it would be around 7, you would notice that the bird goes slightly further from you, like it increases its pace for a short burst, and then it perches on a nearby lamppost. And as you catch up, it doesn't fly away. It just seems to be perched on top of the lamp, just looking down at you.
Jiro sort of like looks up at it. It's like, I don't know if your boss can hear me, or Elliot, or whoever is in control of you, but I imagine you're metallic. So it just like looks at you, at it. But if you are
you see the bird pecks at the metal lamp, and it does metal banging noises.
sort of just nod. I would at least like to speak with you about the about how the war will be, and hopefully reach some agreements.
The bird does a little peck, and it like kind of, you know, when a bird starts to look around, that its neck starts to stretch out as it's trying to look, cover as much ground as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It does that for a bit, and you hear like metal stretching, like not metal but gears stretching.
Yeah.
And then it goes back and it takes flight. And this time, when you start to follow it, it seems to be on a proper path. It isn't like cutting you off at random alleyways, it's just following the road.
Okay.
You walk for about 10 minutes or so, and you reach a square that is very well lit and has bars on multiple ends of it, multiple sides of it. It's busy, but it's not hard to identify Elliot sitting at one of the benches on the square, and the bird perches on the bench as well. And you watch as the bird looks around and vanishes.
He sort of just like goes over and sort of sits by Elliot.
Persistent, aren't we?
I'd like to think so.
What is it that you wish to talk?
Know that I don't plan on getting really truly involved with the war. I plan on retiring at some point, like at leaving before the war starts, and trying not to get associated with it. However, I know that at least parts of my group will want to be part of it. And if that does happen, I want to set at least a few ground rules. And although I have no way of enforcing it, I would prefer that the masters donate. I believe the term is masters, correct?
He nods.
I would prefer that at least you and my party don't attack each other and let the servants duke it out.
Make an interesting proposal.
I have no way of enforcing it, but I would rather that I'd rather just keep the loss of life to a minimum.
As much as I agree, I am already in a contact, if you may, with another master.
No, I understand this is not an alliance. I just want to be sure that the masters do not physically fight each other.
Afraid that I would hurt other masters, your friends.
I imagine anyone would be afraid if their friends were in danger. I don't know. This war does not seem to have many rules. And I would at least like to help contribute some.
What do you think that you could present me in exchange? You already owe me a monetary debt.
I don't have much to my name. I am not a very rich person. And I don't keep much on me. I have some inert magical crystals used for rituals and such, but I don't think that you would really want those. That's about the only thing I could think of that a mage would have interest in.
Hold on there for a moment. There is a group of people having a birthday at the place at the restaurant that is literally on the other side of my window, and I hear people screaming, "Grab the dick!"
Oh my god.
I do not know.
Twist his dick!
Sounds like
Give
one hell
the
of a
old
party.
Grab
I,
his dick and twist it!
I do not know what's going on, and now they are shouting in it. Okay,
Twist his dick!
that just caught me off guard.
No dick twist!
Anyway,
Give it the old dick twist.
anyways, he smiles. You can't really see because he wears mask, but he smiles. You just see the edges of his eyes crinkle. You are mercenary, are you not?
I am.
Don't you think you could offer your services?
I could, so long as it doesn't contradict previous contracts.
You are contracted with Mr. Mato.
Yes. I really only know him as the contractor, or at least that's why I simply just call him.
He nods.
I don't care to know his actual name.
He nods in a I respect that kind of way. And his contact, if you can speak on it.
It is to eliminate any extraplanar or monstrous creatures that are in the Aegean Isles.
Nods.
And sometimes we get specific jobs, which one of them was to slay a virgin.
You just see the faintest, like, eyebrow raise and then go back to normal. That is news to me.
Yes, Virgin is in fact dead.
Virgin is.
As is his guard, Ginto.
I expected it to happen, just not so soon.
We like getting our job done fast.
I can see that. And yet you come to me with a proposal of monetary value. You're an interesting man.
I wouldn't think so.
My, and he does air quotes, partner in this war has need of a specific item in possession of a certain cult leader. Antiparos. Acquire it, and I will see that I do not engage your friends.
Very well. Do you have the specifics on the item? I will not reveal the details to my to the rest of my party.
It is a prana reservoir.
From the reservoir?
It will be quite easy to identify. Is most likely being used by the cult leader to progress his own agenda. It is a floating device that attaches itself to its user and seems to always be around them, protecting them and granting them access to extra prana resources.
I see. I will attempt to collect it as discreetly as possible. Do you have any specifics about this cult leader and the location where they are at?
Identifying individuals and positions inside Antipahos has been problematic. Are unable to access via arcane means.
I see.
That is why I asked it of you and not of your mage friends.
I will attempt to do my job as best as I can.
You will stand up as if going away
Mhm.
and just place a gentle hand on your shoulder. But worry not. I have a vested interest in seeing your group succeed.
I would imagine so.
And he will take a couple steps forward and turn to you. This meeting didn't happen.
Understood.
You won't be followed anymore. Sorry for the bother.
And I'll make sure not to stab your plane again.
You just hear a nose laugh coming from him as he turns away and leaves.
Juro brushes off his legs, stands up, starts walking back to the tavern and place.
Okay,
That's him.
that's him. When you arrive, Oliver is playing at the lounge. And the hotel
Cool.
lounge. He did roll a 21. He has attracted a crowd. And also the attentions of the managers. They're quite interested in this man.
Juro's over, it's like sitting at the bar, like having like I don't know, like some alcohol.
Mhm.
Like, man, I need some of this. And that'll be me.
And that'll be Jiro. Who would have thunked? Hey, Jiro?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thunked?
Sword was not drawn. Good.
Good progress.
He was the negotiator all along.
Y'all just seem to think that Jiro is just a man-child. My man is actually above average in intelligence and wisdom.
And wisdom.
And is somehow the most impulsive.
Impulsivity does not equal wisdom or intelligence. It's decisiveness of action.
I mean,
No.
wisdom helps.
As does intelligence.
I'll say this. Edmund just requested info when you were planning to run off, not to say don't do it.
It's true. The one who said don't do it is Gianna. She doesn't need to know.
No, I said ask permission first. I didn't say
That's a
you
darn
can't do
shame. I'm not gonna say shit to Gianna.
that. Good. Don't, because you're
Yeah,
doing good
that's-
shit.
That's always more problematic.
Yes, she will just yell and scream, because that is what she do.
Church group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you fours show up to the church. Robin is inside, and the doors are closed, so you do kind of gently knock on the church door, and Robin opens it. As they open it, they like slightly light up on seeing the fact that you actually did come back. But then they see two new people and they close off again.
Oh, hold up.
No, they don't close the door.
damn it.
They just their expression just goes back to
Yeah, I know. It's like, before you start, these are associates of ours that are interested in learning a little bit about exorcisms as well. They're fine with sitting out at your discretion, but they would like to ask to watch and learn.
opens door slightly, leans on it, looks both Edmund and Jackson up and down, up and down.
Oh God.
So, who are you? And what's your interest in exorcisms?
I'm Edmund Lowell. You could say I have interest in dealing with such problems. Not necessarily possessions, but demons and the like.
Are interested in the cause then, and the effects and the process.
Understanding it. I'm also, to be honest with you, hoping to learn more about what might be causing possessions around here. Just as well, honestly curious to see an exorcism happen, but my profession's more dealing with it afterwards.
They nod. I must say, whenever we do this sort of exorcism, there isn't such thing as an after or a conversation at all.
Honestly, preferable. That's even better in my book.
But
Still, understanding can be gleaned from even the process.
turns to Jackson and you. You are clearly a mage.
Reach the fucking pain.
It's the suit and tie.
No, but I like the crochet stream.
Yes, it'll be coming back soon, just as long as I need to stop speaking. What was I gonna say? I immediately forgot. It's great.
You're introducing yourself.
Yes. I'm Jackson. Mostly also interested in the process of exorcism. I forgot the word for a second.
And you're just interested.
Well, seeing as seeing as it is sort of tangential to my cause.
And what is your cause?
Generally helping around. In this case, the island seems to be off.
Walks up to church person. The vibes are off.
Yes. Off by that he means the possessions. But I don't think he's been. No, he hasn't been told that. Not by. What's his face?
Spyro.
Yes.
They nod. Turn to Jim. Why exactly did you? I would allow them.
To be honest, I didn't, but they've. There is a long pause where she thinks, gives looks off to the side, just thinking. They've both saved my life several times, and at the very least, I know Edmund would definitely be not more capable, but be better at what he does with this knowledge. For sure. Both of them would, actually.
And what is
But
it that they do?
kill things. Very well.
They do the T'Challa meme of, we don't do that here.
We don't say that here.
I mean,
They
at least
were
in my
quite skilled in
case,
containment as well.
Yes, that's fair.
I figure it's at least worth politely asking.
Oh, you are much better than the other one that was here before.
He
I
just doesn't like
don't
church.
see the point in mages in the church fighting more than necessary, at least.
No, that does seem to be counterproductive to things.
No, we do have our area of expertise and they have theirs, and whenever they step out of line, we kill them. It's simple as that. They turn to Gianna once again.
Like I said, at your discretion. But they want to learn.
They think for a moment. The rituals used, they are not to be passed on to those who are not going to follow the profession.
You want to say proprietary software?
Yes. I was willing to show it to you specifically to see if it would spark an interest in further understanding and recreating the ritual if the church called upon you for it. This is not something that they can either promise or accomplish. Looks to Jackson and Edmund. No offense, you just simply do not have the proper training.
That makes sense, I imagine. For similar goals for at least my magecraft, it's still likely a different basis for how something might function.
Oof, no. They wrote very poorly. They do not know what the Lowell family are.
Oh, good.
You say your magecraft. What is it that you specialize in?
Well, as a dear friend put it, killing. But I mainly handle the removal of demonic, undead, anything the world stands against.
When you say the world like that, they raise their eyebrows. That could be interesting.
Little W world?
Capital W world.
Alright, what was said there? My headset's cutting out a bit.
No, it's because just Malva asked if it was capital W world. And yes, it is capital W world. They just nod, turn to Jackson, and you're hard to read. Why? Why do you want to do this? This is a ritual of the church that won't give you any information. You wouldn't even be able to comprehend what's going on.
Should I put this? I don't believe it'll be as pointless as you believe it is.
And why
I
would that
do
be?
deal with the extermination of the demonic, the undead. So any information I could glean that may help me even tangentially is a great.
I don't believe-
it matters a great big deal.
I don't believe they're most wishing to learn any skills, but to understand what is of availing these lands.
Not so much about the technique itself or reproducing it. As you put it, don't have much chance of reproducing them. But the general process is helpful to learn about. Or at least, I suppose it is.
They squint at you. I would like any of you to roll a persuasion check with advantage since you're all helping each other.
I did say something, so I can roll.
Don't make me do it.
And I've got adept moment because I'm proficient.
It's one of you.
Do it.
I have
Do it.
a-
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
I have a
I'm
plus
actually-
4, but
I'm actually pretty good at this.
Got a +2.
That's a 20 total.
I got a +6.
nice.
Nice.
And adept moment gave you a +4.
Yes,
How do you get to +6?
I'm proficient, and I've got a 14 in charisma.
yes.
Uh-huh.
I have a +8.
So no, my stats are actually really good.
Yep. It's
Just roll
just
shit.
sharpshooter, the curse.
Yeah, I've got a my lowest stat is intelligence at a 12. Everything else is 14 or higher.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
So,
I'm
what
just
would you-
cursed, yeah.
what would Ichika do to seal the deal?
I think. They all are. We don't plan on getting in your way at all, and they only plan on watching to keep an eye on and understand what sort of demonic threats we'll encounter in the future. And personally, I fully doubt any of them could understand the miracles of the church.
It's always good when you're trying to convince someone to hype them up a little bit.
Oh yes, brown nosing. The most efficient
Yes.
way.
It always helps.
They take a while, squint at Ichika once more, nod. Well, I guess you all do fit in the car. And they kind of like do stretch and close the church door behind them and say, "Come on, let's go." And they lead you down the stairs to a car that you had passed by but didn't pay much attention to. But it's there. It's a whole as vehicle.
An automotive vehicle.
Yes.
Technically, I can drive that.
It's true.
It has at least 2 horsepower.
Give me half a second. I technically could also drive.
It's true.
I'd say imagine knowing how to drive.
Imagine knowing how to drive in the 1930s. But yes.
Hey, you know, funny thing is, cars were actually first advertised to women.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
like
I
that-
know how
that's-
to drive.
Makes some seven.
that's an actual idea. Do you have vehicle proficiency?
I think the
Well,
only
I
person
know
who has
how to
vehicle
drive,
proficiency is Ichi.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't
The
think
answer to that is
even
just like-
Shiro has the vehicle proficiency.
Yeah, the answer
The army
to that
should
is just,
give you.
did your background give you proficiency in vehicles?
In land vehicles.
The army should give you proficiency in vehicles.
No.
We got fucking scammed.
I got it from my background as a mercenary veteran.
It's true. But yes, they do drive you for a bit. You would note that you are going northeast to the outskirts of town. They would stop at a good distance from a small shack. They would
Oh no, is
approach.
this how we die?
They approach, knock on the door, and speaking Greek to an old lady that seems to have been awoken by the knocking on the door. And they discuss about the Robin would use the word nun sent by the church to help the victim of the possession. The old lady would be at the same time relieved but also scared of 5 random people entering her house alongside the church member. But Robin would make quick work of the situation and lead you first through a quaint little kitchen and then to a bedroom with just one bed, a small wardrobe, not even access to any bathrooms. And you see, laying on the bed, kind of shivering, kind of sweating and turning, a young boy, at most 15 years of age. As you approach, the room gets quite crowded with you all inside. Robin gently places a hand on the child's forehead. Would note that they are indeed having a more stronger reaction than the previous day. Their fever has increased and they are thrashing around more. They would then direct you all outside of the room so that they could have the space. And they would ask gently of the lady that opened the house to you all if she could stay in her room as Robin is talking to them. You see the older lady start to blink heavily, gently fall asleep as Robin would carry her and place her in her bed. She would turn to you all and say, "It's easier to sedate the ones around."
I imagine even with this being viewed as a proper Christian exorcism, what will be seen won't be as easily explained.
They nod.
Yes.
I need you all to be outside of the room for just one moment. I need to inscribe the proper ritual. And as you all move into the kitchen,
Can I suggest being the one that stays? Maybe.
it's more a question of space, like to
Okay, I see.
draw the things, than actually like not being around to see the exorcism. It's not the exorcism; it's just getting up to it.
I was just more excited about the runes.
You will be able to see them. You just won't be able to be there when they are doing the thing.
Gotcha.
Move your feet so I can vacuum the floor.
Something like that.
I want to watch.
You hear what seems to be metal striking against stone in faint, fast movements. Then you hear the bed being moved, and more of these fast striking motions. And Robin would then call you to a position where you could see, not necessarily inside, not to fully crowd the room. They have removed the bed from the wall so that the bed is at the middle of the room, drawn what seems to be a magic circle around the bed with blue lights emanating from the runes written on the ground. You see that in 5 points across the room, forming a pentagon, there are black keys pierced into the ground. You watch as a fly flies into the direction of the circle, and it stopped midair and kind of like you know those electric things,
zappers?
yeah, that should kill bugs with. It just hits the side of nothing, burns in the air, and Robin says, "Please do not approach. It will hurt you as much as it will hurt the demon." And Then
Aggressively take notes.
then they themselves enter without any reaction. They enter the circle. They place their hand gently on the forehead of the child, and you watch as the runes burst into blue flames. The black keys burst into blue flames as well. And there's just a torrent of flame up. It goes to about like shoulder high. It burns for a moment, and then it settles down into the height of the black keys. So there's almost like a fence of blue flames protecting the bed. The child slowly stops thrashing around and seems to fall in a deeper slumber. Robin then turns to Ichika. I know that you want to take notes. It's your job, apparently. But since you are the only one of faith here, would you mind, at least, if not verbally, to process this information just in your mind for the moment? I need your concentration and your silent prayer.
He said Ichika, but he meant Gianna.
Yeah,
Oh,
preacher.
sorry. Sometimes I do that.
I
She'll
could take
just
over your notes for you if you want.
she'll just like hold up the pad and pen just in the air, and they just start continuing to scribble on its own.
Aha.
Yeah, I can do that. Cracks her knuckles.
Oh yeah, you have a magic trick.
He's got a ghostwriter.
Ghost Rider. They will nod, kind of concerned at the book that is writing on itself.
Magical enchantment, don't worry.
They will take a step back from the child, take a deep breath, and they remove their overcoat and throw it out of the circle of flames. And you watch as their whole arm, from the hand to the shoulder blades, it's completely covered in runes, in what most people would call them runes, but Gianna would know are sacraments. Just passages and words that, when evoked, have power by those of the Holy Church. And they extend both of their arms above the body of the child. And you watch that from both shoulder blades, the words that are written, the sacraments, they start to float out, almost as if the markings are coming alive, and they start to unwrap around her arms and start to float above the child. And almost if something snapped inside of the child, their chest just pumps forward, and you watch as their eyes burst open. They are completely dark. Their mouths open as if to scream, but what starts to come out isn't noise, it's a thing. Gianna, you wouldn't have participated in a proper exorcism, but you would have read about it. This is the start of the process of trying to release the target of the possession's soul so that they can more properly deal with the demon inside. So they would allow the soul to leave to then just take care of the body and the demon itself. And as this green blob of energy starts to leave the child's mouth, the words that are floating, that release themselves from Robin's arms, start to wrap around, almost forming a protective coil around this green blob of energy. Edmund, this process is taking a lot out of Robin. Like, they are sweating. Goodbye, Graves. See you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Funny thing is, this is very accurate to actual exorcisms.
Yes, I'm aware.
Because it's an act of conflict of the priest praying and fighting the demon.
Mm-hmm. And when the...
Yeah, also, I'll speak to help if she can.
What?
Oh, I'm just saying Gianna would also be doing her best to help, if nothing else, repeating prayers and trying to strengthen them.
Mm-hmm. As the soul finishes leaving the body, and you watch as the words completely leave Robin's arm and envelop this green energy, that is now basically a second version of the child floating gently above it. You can see that it's still attached by a faint silver line that seems to drop from the soul's head to the body's head. When this happens, the body relaxes and falls on the bed. And Robin lowers their hands, opens their eyes again. We may now begin. I am not one to try to speak or convince whatever is inside the target of the possession. I just prefer to exert my will over it until it leaves. And if it doesn't, well, tug of war, I guess. But don't worry, even if I am to fall, the magic of the sacraments will protect the child's soul. You will just need another of my kind to put it back. And they place a hand on the chest and one on the head of the body, and it pulses with blue energy, the same blue of the flames. The flames flicker for a moment, almost as if losing power. You start to hear very low guttural growl that seems to come out of the child, but not really. It's coming from their general direction. Jackson, your eyes are on see invisibility mode, right?
Yes.
Yes. Because of the museum shenanigans. Yeah.
Ye-
You can't quite see it. Which to you means that if they're not invisible and you can't see them, they're probably not here. In the sense of they could probably be in another layer.
Not in a physical sense, yeah.
Yeah. And then another pulse through the child's body. Oh.
Nix?
We lost the Knicks.
No.
They're coming back. They're back.
Up there.
On their back.
Ninja info cards.
Huh?
My Discord reset and it just does that automatically.
I see. And then another pulse through the child's body, and another one, and one more. And as this happens, every time there's a pulse, the growling turns to screeching, then back to growling. You all notice that the air is becoming heavier, getting harder to breathe. Not because of the flames, because the flames don't seem to emanate any sort of smoke, but something is making the air denser. You pull for air and it's not the same amount that you would expect. Jackson, with maybe the 6th of the 7th pulse, you see something flicker near the child. The form is grotesque and completely dark, and it seems to be from beneath the bed, trying to hold on to the child. Not beneath completely, like the monster under the bed, but at the same time inside the bed and out. You watch as when another pulse is to happen, because they are properly timed, watch as the hand that lays on the chest of the child, Robin's hand, is thrown back in a position that the elbow shouldn't bend. They slowly, with just the same arm that was broken, put it back together using restorative magecraft and place it back on the child. The pulse that was skipped then returns, this time stronger. And whenever there is the pulse, you, Jackson, see that while at first the child was being completely embraced by this dark presence, with each pulse it loses grip, it loses strength. You all watch as Robin's face starts to almost be attacked by something. Scratches start to appear as they bleed from both cheeks. One of their eyes closes and starts to bleed. Their forearms that are exposed, it's almost as if they're being flayed as they continue the process. Check a thing.
Is it possible that I can cast Bless? and stick it on her? Just to see if it helps.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, narratively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm helping.
You,
There you go.
you do have medicine. And you are proficient
I do
in
have.
your arcane.
Yes.
You do not. You have no clue of how much longer it will take.
Mm.
But if it goes for much longer, you don't see Robin getting out of this. Not if it continues at the same pace. As you project Gabriella onto Robin to protect them, you watch as the next pulse happens, that you would expect more wounds to appear. Since you are the one and kind of see Gabriella, you just watch as they are expelled from the circle completely and return to you.
Is there any way, in my knowledge, that I could fuck with the demon?
Yeah, that'd be my next guess, is to do cast something.
Because Jackson
You
can't
have
really
Bane.
help, per se. He's not a very religious man,
Mhm.
so the next best thing is fucking with the demon. Given
What-
that he can see it.
What sort of fucking with the demon would you like to do?
He is gonna try...
try to lower
Kill it?
You have slow.
lower
Like-
the resistance.
I also have slow, yes.
Like, to
Damage
borrow
it.
from the analogy of tug of war, as she's playing tug of war with this thing, he'd like to trip it up or you know, kind of
Mhm.
mess with its concentration.
Sorry, I had to be right back. What's exactly happening?
Jackson
How the
is
exorcism
trying to
is
fuck
going
with
poorly.
it.
Because of course,
Of course.
fucking with demonic shit is my thing.
It's true.
Yo, same.
Yo, say. Roll me an Arcana check just to see if you would be able to. Not Arcana, a religion check. To see if you would be able to even come up with something that could intervene.
Religion. May I take an inspiration?
If you have them, you can use them, yes.
Good.
Do it.
Religion nowadays. Where is it? Here it is. +5, not bad.
14.
Unfortunately, the roll's not all there.
I love that all of the advantages today have been like low rolls.
Yes, gotta love it.
And then you have Jiro with the disadvantage 10. So like advantage and disadvantage simply didn't matter today.
It's just average.
Yes.
Pretty average.
It's just vantage.
Just fancy.
You try to think of the possibility of what you know, and a thought creeps into your mind. A thought that may or may not be yours. If you pulled it down, you're used to pulling corpses and creatures down to whatever place Dagon takes them.
Yes, I am.
Boy, I can see that going poorly.
So, he is going to try and cast a psychic Vards on the thing.
Goodbye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Hi.
Psychic.
Psychic glance would be really useful.
That's true. You're going
I have
to
Mind
try
Spike. Is that close enough?
Evard's Black
Probably, yeah.
Tentacles.
Yes, but not in the usual sense. He's going to
Go
try
on.
and shunt them into this non-corporeality that the demon is in.
Roll me an Arcana check.
coming right up. Yeah.
16.
Oh, not bad.
You start with the process of chanting for the spell, and you watch as the ground beneath the bed starts to darken, and then the flames from black keys just as a torrent flow into the black tentacles and burn them asunder. And you just hear a very restrained, very pained exclamation from Robin. What the fuck was that?
Assistance poorly received. Can I go ahead and burn a 4th level spell slot to do a healing word on her?
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. She
My,
lives for a little longer.
my clicks aren't working today. Hello, I'm trying to click stuff.
Is Fantasy Grounds broken?
Oh no.
No. It's just
Okay.
things are not working.
And she also said that since I'm technically of faith, that I can interact with the ritual, not step into it, but interact with it better than most. Is that what she said?
Yes, relatively. You do have some sort of sacraments on you.
Can I, with my ability to bend my arcana into clerical nonsense, can I attempt to cast slow on the demon?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Whoa.
Okay, can for everyone to throw everything they got at us, the demon.
Yep. Also,
There we go.
That's a 30. I mean, sure, the thing that she placed around the ritual is indeed protecting the ritual from outside magic. But it doesn't protect against the 30.
I studied what these rituals are. I know the faults.
It's true. You place your magic in a way that it envelops the ritual while also affecting the inside. And you all watch as the flames kind of go into slow motion. So does the effects of hurt that has been just dealt upon Robin. Body of the child slows the thrashing. And Jackson, since you can, in small flashes, see the demon, you see that the form has receded greatly. And Robin, just you see them arch forward, almost hunching over the child, completely exhausted, but still going through the ritual. As one more pulse, another pulse, they fall to one knee. You think there should be another one. It's almost as if it was skipped, either through exhaustion or pain. And the final one, and when I say final one, is because they just collapse on top of the child. The flames go out. It doesn't need it. It doesn't take a medic to know that they just passed out completely. And Jackson, you watch as the invisible black essence that was still holding on to the bed and the child somewhat detaches, but it's still there.
As in the room, or
Yes, it is still under the effects of slow. You can see that it's very slowly trying to grab onto the child once again. But this time, without resistance, only the slow is taking its place.
and the pulses have apparently stopped.
Yes.
And I will try to drag it down to Dagon again.
As you once more open the black pool of tentacles, they enveloped the essence. You all watch as the tentacles envelop the bed itself. But when they pull down, they pull through the bed. So the bed remains intact, the child and Robin. But something, you can see resistance in the tentacles, even though you can't see what is resisting, is pulled down to the inky darkness as the black tentacles close onto themselves. The spell vanishes. Robin is passed out on top of the child.
Have a
Shit.
second cure.
Yeah, no, I'd been also gonna throw some healing her away, just try to restore some strength.
I don't have healing.
To heal them back to consciousness, notice that the leg that fell to the ground is the one that seems to be broken. The arms are completely in just flesh as they stand, kind of still woozy.
No, don't exert yourself.
I couldn't. And then they look to the body in the bed, and they just take a step back, confused. But I couldn't do it. What happened?
You
Let's
got
just-
this, John.
Let's just say we picked up the pieces right after you passed out.
They just look at you. That it's a question for when I'm not hurting.
Yes. Also, you're welcome for saving.
I wasn't going to die. I would just take me longer to wake up. But thanks. They go to take a step. the limp leg slowly places itself back into position. God, I hate this so much. Always have to back. And they limply, while still bleeding on the floor, walk outside of the room and outside of the house. The runes and sacraments on the ground vanish. The black keys, their handles fall as the blades disappear. And you just hear from outside, I need a minute. I'll be back. Just give me. Hear them placing their backs against the wall of the house and slowly sitting down, just going to sleep.
Just slide.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Fucking beat the shit out of a church sacrament. Hell yeah.
Mm. We helped.
You helped.
Ah, I could have fucking taken a picture of this. God damn it.
Look, the real trick is we just cast banishment on possession targets.
There you
Gina
go.
was so into the thing that she just completely forgot to do her job.
Oh, don't you worry. He was banished to Brazil.
To Brazil. Yeah.
To
But he-
Brazil.
But he was banished.
Yes. And I guess that with that, we must bid you all farewell since we've already lost 2 people at this point.
Yes.
We'll see you
Yep.
all next time with the aftermath of an exorcism, I guess. Did not
Should I
expect
go-
that to happen.
Should I run away before there are questions? Or is
That'll
that
make you look
just
more
gonna
suspicious.
make me look more guilty? Yeah,
Yes.
I figured.
Probably.
Look, I mean, if you're leaving the island, you might get away.
From the church? Yeah.
No.
Good luck
No.
with that.
The
You'll
only,
be from specifically Robin, not from the church.
the only way to run from the church is to go to hell.
No, they'll go
Hey,
there too.
if you ask Gianna, I'm already pretty close.
You're already in coots.
And goodbye.